Episode 823, The Ripple Effect of Your Health.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Staring at a stop sign, watching people drive by.
Happy day and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. It is all about your health, your well-being, nutrition, and fitness is our chat today. The ripple effect of your health. Where does it fit in? Where do you fit in your own life? I know, a little deep. We're going to go deep, but before we do, let's welcome in all of our brand new family members. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the K.I.S.S newsletter, the Keep It Simple Strategy, Everyday Solutions to Live, Love, and Impact. We are going to impact today, and it all starts with you. We're talking about wellness. Wellness is everything when it comes to nutrition and fitness. This is Wellness Wednesday. We kind of dive in, and I wanted to really chat, not try to make you feel guilty, but there is a ripple effect of the decisions that you make regarding your health. What you do in life has impact. All of these choices and decisions you lead in your life affects those around you. It's not just about you. There's a ripple effect to your health. If you don't take care of yourself, how can you care for those you love? You can't. Even though what? We try. I know. I did it for years. I did it for years upon years upon years upon years. And it was like, oh, no. I'm going to put myself last. Okay, I really didn't say it that way, but I just put everybody else first. And I did nothing for me, nothing. And I was lucky. Yeah, I'm a pretty healthy gal. Didn't have much really to complain about until I was pregnant and nursing for 10 years straight. And my body began to say, whoa, wait a minute here. What are you doing to me? Hello, I can't handle this stress that you're putting me under. And I was gaining and losing weight. I was up and down to the point of what I was way over 215 pounds. Yikes. And that was after giving birth. That wasn't while pregnant, okay? There's a difference. I was much heavier when I was pregnant, especially with my last one. There's a ripple effect of your health, the decisions that we make. But it's unfortunate because we really honestly don't care. Why? Because we're nurturers. That's how God created us. We want to go out there and take care of everybody else, and that's fabulous. But I'm telling you right now, if you do not begin to take care of yourself, you're going to wear down. Yep, you're going to become an old car. You don't want to be that old, beat-up car. You want to be healthy and vibrant. You want to be filled with joy. You want to be able to fulfill the plans that God has created for you here on earth till He's ready to bring you home to heaven. When I was writing and working on some notes for this episode, I couldn't help but think, oh, you know what? This kind of reminds me of when you fly on an airplane. And they give you that safety briefing, how to fasten your seatbelts. I'm like, oh, come on, that's common sense, right? But you know what? If you get your finger pinched in that crazy little seatbelt, don't do it because it really does hurt. I did it the last time I was flying, and I've flown for years. It was like the first time I did it. I've been using seatbelts for a really long time. I'm just telling you, those seatbelts, they bite. So back to the plane and the safety briefing. When they instruct you as to, how to use the flotation device and all of that. But there's one thing that stood out to me, and it's always stood out to me, is that when there's an oxygen or the cabin has a pressure problem, right? All of a sudden drops the oxygen mask. And what do they tell you? You're instructed to put on your own mask first, and then you help those around you. Ha! Now, as a mom, I really had to analyze this one, and I had to. Why? Because when we decided we were going to take a trip, my father and my mom were stationed over in Belgium in Shape, and we had the opportunity to fly over there and be with them for about, I think it was almost 2 weeks, not quite that long, but my goodness, a chance of a lifetime. But I had given birth to our first baby, and I was like, but we may not get a chance again. Good thing we haven't been back since. And so we decided we were going to do it, and we were going to fly over the ocean, which I've done before. I mean, I'm from Hawaii, so flying over the ocean, no big deal. But with a baby, 14 months old, new mom, I'm like, let's analyze this thing here a little bit. You're telling me that you want me to put on my oxygen mask before I take care of my daughter. Oh, I just don't think so. That's not going to work. That doesn't cut it with this mom. I mean, come on, that's our common sense, right? That's our mama bear protection. But I could be putting on her mask, and if we're losing oxygen or pressure or whatever in the cabin, and I don't get hers on and I pass out, what good am I to me or her? Because I'm passed out. I can't do anything. And we're going to just forget about dad because we don't know where dad is. He's somewhere on that plane. But in my mind, I was like, yeah, maybe I really do need to put my mask on first as fast as I can, as quickly as I can. Take care of me so then I can love and be and take care of my child if need be. Safety first. Health first. The ripple effect of your health affects all of those around you. There's a ripple effect. And it's massive. But I know you don't think of it that way. I just want my root beer floats. I just want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Why? Because I've earned it. Because now I've got a job and I can go and buy what I want when I want, and I want to eat what I want when I want to. Oh, say that 3 times fast. I don't want to exercise because I'm tired. I've worked all day. I just want to come home and I want to sit and I want to watch my shows. Or I've been out with my girls all day and now I'm taking care of my kiddos and we're going to all these activities. I know I'm moving. I don't need to worry about my fitness or my exercise. I'm getting it in. I'm telling you right now, if you were having any of those thoughts, you better think again. Because I lived that life. Oh, I'm moving. I am moving more than anybody. 5 kids. Especially to the point that I was homeschooling and I had little ones. You know, when my kindergartner, oh my goodness, I had 3 others, 4 others. It was crazy. But then something happened. I had a tornado in life. And so I thought, let's play some experiments on myself because there's no better way than to test yourself. So I did. I thought I was a mover and shaker. Well, I got this little cheap pedometer, and I kid you not, it is one, and I had saved it for years upon years. It came in, I don't know if it was a box of Cheerios, a box of Frosted Flakes. I don't know what box it came out of, but it was a free pedometer that was in a cereal box. And we had moved at least once, maybe twice, and I've always had this pedometer. It was in my junk drawer. You know that junk drawer that you have somewhere in the kitchen? You know, you just kind of stash and throw all these little things. Well, it was in there. And I remembered it was in there. So I pulled it out. And I was like, I wonder if it still works. And it still had that little tab on the back where it was protecting the battery. And I pulled it out. I'm like, oh, it came on. So I said, that's it. I am going to test how many steps I take, how much I move in a day. And I'm just going to go about my normal day. Because I know I work really hard. Now, this is when I was overweight, mind you. Like over the 215 pounds, okay? So I did my little test. Do you know that in my busy day, I didn't even get over 4,000 steps that day? And I thought I had. There was no way on this earth that I wasn't walking 10, 15,000 steps. In my mind, I was walking 25,000 steps. But in reality, it wasn't that. The ripple effect of your health. What's really going on with you and your health? Now, it may be a negative thing happening. It could be a positive too. But that positive can also maybe be a little overbearing. And what we need to be able to do to find as a woman of impact is that harmony, that balance specific to you, your unique self. You have to create your now so God can use you to further his dreams for you. So think about it. What are you doing now? How are you taking care of your wellness, your fitness, your nutrition? It's not about you, but it starts with you. So maybe you want a little bit of direction when it comes to the ripple effect of your health. What do? Here is the KISS, the Keep It Simple strategy. Be the example. Be the example. Now, I specifically chose those 3 words for this. Some of us would say, well, why would you say set the example? There's a reason. We can set the example one time. Oh, I did it. I'm done. I'm accomplished. And then what? Root beer float time. Let's go celebrate. No, you have to be the example all the time. Be the example. The underlining message here is what? Purpose-driven. There's a reason to your madness, right? A method to the madness. Why you do what you do. Be the example. So let's see what that looks like. Let's break it down. Number 1, you have to take inventory. Where are you now? What are you doing now? What does it look like with your fitness? Are you doing anything? Or do you just get up and you go about your day and you run errands and you take care and you go to activities? Get that pedometer. You'll be surprised. You've got to take inventory. What are you doing with your nutrition? Are you celebrating every night or every other night with a root beer float? Whoop, whoop. I love it. I would so be there. Invite me over. But you know what? My body can't handle it. And most likely neither can yours. So what are you doing now? How are you taking care of yourself? Take that inventory. Number 2, you have to lead with a purpose-driven plan. Now, what does that look like? Well, let's talk about fitness first. What are you doing daily for intentional movement? I'm not talking about getting up and just running the kids around every which direction and taking them off to their activities. I'm not saying that you're running errands for your hubby. I'm not saying that you're sitting here running errands for your own business. Okay? When you think you're running a lot, you really are not running a lot. Sometimes when we think we're moving, it's just busyness. But it's not productive when it comes to intentional movement. Intentional movement is above and beyond our normal activity. So you have got to think about my purpose-driven plan for fitness. What is it? Maybe you need to walk 20 minutes a day. And if you're like, Christiane, I haven't done anything in years, start with just walking. And it may be 5 minutes out your door and 5 minutes back to your door. It's getting nice outside. Take advantage of it. You can do what my son does. He loves to watch his YouTube videos, but he also knows I have this thing that I want him to move. And so, yeah, he'll be watching things, sometimes sitting down, but he gets up and he'll walk and he'll do laps in the family room. Do what works for you. There's no right or wrong. It's unique to you. It's the purpose-driven plan. So for fitness, what are you doing daily for intentional movement above and beyond your normal daily activities? What about nutrition? How are you fueling your body daily? Are you eating and partaking into those wonderful root beer floats? I would love to. But that's probably not a good idea for me or you. So how are you fueling your body? Or are you looking at food that's just like, oh, I just want it and I'm eating it because that's what I want right now? So you're making decisions spur of the moment. Are you planning? Are you eating enough vegetables? Do you got enough protein going into that body? Remember, as a woman, you are losing protein and you lose it fast. You have got to continue to build it. But to build protein, you have to what? Eat protein. It can't be made by itself. So you've got to take in and fuel your body accordingly. And then you've got your mindset. Lead with the purpose-driven plan. How are you growing yourself mentally? How are you taking care of you mentally? Yeah. So you don't go crazy. Seriously. You don't want to sit there and feel like you're beating your head into a rock every single day because you're just exhausted or you don't know what to do or you feel like you're hopeless. So what are you doing? Maybe you're reading a great book. Maybe you don't know what to do. I'd say jump into the Bible. That'd be the best book to grab. Begin with meditation and prayer. Add that in. You can do all of this in about 30 to 45 minutes, and it's an awesome 60-minute if you can afford that much time. But number 2, you have to lead with a purpose-driven plan. And ultimately, number 3, when you have that plan, what do you need to do? Take aim. Action ignites motivation. It takes action. You can sit here and listen to me all you want. I can cheer you on. I can encourage you. I can pray for you. But it takes you to get off the couch, to get out of bed, to get out of the car and take some action. Have you looked in that mirror lately? What does that reflection say to you? What is that reflection saying to the ones that you love? The ripple effect of your health. It's going to take what? You to start. It's not about you, but it starts with you. Go out, be present, be incredible, be you. If you want some help with this, you know what? Guess what? Click on the link, Take Aim, because we need to take action, right? I would love to come beside you and help you and maybe kind of figure out where are some starting points for you. Maybe you're stuck with a purpose-driven plan. You're like, I just don't know. I need help. I don't know what that looks like. Then guess what? Yes, I'm going to say this. Take advantage of me. I'm giving you a free coaching call here. 20 minutes with me. Yes, but it takes you to what? Take aim. Click on the link, Take Aim. It's in the show notes. That will pop up a great little form. You can fill that out and send it. It comes right to me. And then we will set up a time for you. Okay? If you have submitted one, be sure always to check your spam or junk mail. Sometimes when I reply back to you, that email will go into a junk or spam folder. So you always want to make sure you check there. Ultimately, what you do with your health has a ripple effect. So what are you going to do about it today? One step at a time leads to miles of greatness. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, love, and lots and lots of hugs. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.